And good evening, teacher. And my group is going to make a small presentation about Japan. And today, Japan is Peru's third largest trading partner in Asia and seventh in the world in the 10 years of validity. And the sports value of products such as avocado, mango, tangerine, organic banana has increased in the same ways the shipments of clothing, fruit juice, and dyes. In 2021, and the commercial exchange between Peru and Japan exceeded $3 million and growing 19%, and comparing to the previous years, thanks to the increase in Peruvian exports and to Japan, which exceeded $2 million, and import that reached $953 million. Japan and Peru actively participate in other cooperation at world space, such as the Commerce and Progress Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership and the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum. And an investment, Peru imports goods from Japan for more than $1 million, mainly vehicles. And for example, in the month of March 221, Peru through a first webinar between Peruvian and Japanese businessmen and presenting projects in the total were around $120 million, and mining in sectors such as manufacturing, mining, and high technology and renewable energy. And this type of activity or event shows us a little about the relation with the country and where it wants to go. This way we have better economic growth in addition to generate more employment. And GDP during the year in 119, it had a growth that was mainly driven by international consumption due to the increase in the national sales tax that occurred in October of same year. And during 220, Japan reported a fall of 3.4% during the first quarter. Despite this fall, the IMF indicates that it will have a rebound of 3% during 221. In the years 221, Japan, and then with a GDP of 1.6%, lower than expected, but to lower consumption growth. As we can see, the fall in Japan GDP had several factors, but the money by mailing to the pandemic issues, and say it not only affect it but also has an effect all countries. Some reporting large falls and others not so much. And no, my partner will continue with the exhibition. Thank you.
afternoon, teacher. I will continue with the presentation. Uh, Japan GDP per capita. Okay. Japan gross domestic product in the fourth quarter of 2021 has grown by 1.1% compared to the previous quarter. This rate is 18 tenths higher than the of the third quarter of 2021, which was negative 0.7%. The interannual variation of the GDP has been 0.4%, 8 tenths less than the of the third quarter of 2021 when it was 1.2%. Japan's economy grew by 1.7% in 2021, its first advance in 3 years, and putting on the track for post-pandemic recovery thanks to a rebound in exports and domestic consumption. Now, let's talk about inflation. The inflation rate was set at 1% and should go up slightly in 2021 and 2020 to 1.3% and then down 0.7% in 2021. Japan exchange rate against USD. Japan in the future solid consolidation will continue to be a key issue for the country.